got a story time for you guys. Just a short one. Then we'll talk about the main topic of the video. But before that, there's a cute little gazebo back there. I really gotta film there. So I'll start the story time over there, and then we'll go walk around the city and see what we can film about. Alright, so I walked all the way here to film a video, and I noticed that I never, the camera was supposed to be turned on, but I noticed that the on switch has been flipped to on for the past couple weeks since I filmed my last video. If that was, quite obviously the battery had drained by then, and then if that wasn't enough, I switched the battery over and I wanted to start filming, and I noticed that I didn't bring my SD card. It was still plugged into my Mac. I don't know what it was doing there, because I had edited my video as I mentioned a couple weeks ago. And again, how bad can it possibly be? I don't know. Try filming a video, make 4 attempts at doing it, and try to notice that you never even flip the record button. That's a tiny bit annoying, to say the least. Alright, story time ends. Let's film something else. The reason why I decided to film today is, there are 2 reasons. First, I thought that this would be a good continuation to our previous video, where I talked about progress. Speaking of, none of you ever commented on the video talking about what progress was in your perspective. You know that hurts, right? Come on! Well, either way. The second reason being that this is essentially our 1st year anniversary of this channel. So we've made it through for a whole year. Thank you for sticking around. And also, surpassing 100 subs is not a small deal for me. So I thought that this would be a good opportunity to talk about how I've evolved as a vlogger, or how I've evolved as a person. Like what changes has it made in my day-to-day life. We'll talk about it, but the noise in the background is quite a lot, so I think that we should film some B-roll if we can, and then we'll talk about it at a spot where there's less noise in the background. I can literally see in what the microphone's picking up, and I'm quite sure it's picking up the noise in the background more than it can pick up my voice. That's, I don't know, disappointing, disturbing. There are a lot of D words to refer to that. Alright, see ya. So when it comes to making videos, or specifically vlogging, I feel like I am using a lot less filler words, because before I used to be really confused as to what word should I be using to describe a particular situation. So that's one thing that I was really concerned of, because every single time I wanted to talk about something, pretty much all my sentences were full of which isn't attractive at all, like I must admit, as making the video and viewing the video. In both cases, I feel like this was not the best way to talk. So that's one thing that I have possibly get rid of, the way I see it. Secondly, like even in my day-to-day life, I feel like I am a lot less anxious when I'm talking to people, when I'm making conversation, because it feels like lately I know what to say at what specific circumstances, if you know what I mean. So it's not as bad as people make it to be. Like, yes, people do think that vlogging is difficult, and I used to think the same way as well. I'd say that, but I understood after a while that when people don't really care as to what you're doing, yes, you're carrying around a huge camera rig with a mic on top and a tripod at the bottom, and people might sometimes think that you're crazy talking to a non-living thing, but that's their perspective. Either they're not familiar with the concept of vlogging, or they're essentially living under a rock that they don't want anything to do with the real world. Well, again, my perspective. Come at me, yell at me all you want, but that's that. And lastly, I'd say for anyone who is ever thinking about starting any kind of vlog, like if it's a themed vlog, for instance, food vlogging, fashion vlogging, travel vlogging. I mean, vlogging is vlogging. I don't understand the concept of having a theme under vlogging. Are you serious? Someone literally just straight biked their Corolla. Alright, whatever. So for those of you who are thinking of vlogging, I'd say one thing. You wouldn't know unless you give it a shot. You just have to do it, no matter what. Because if you're waiting for an opportunity where people would start thinking of you as a normal person while you're speaking to a non-living thing in public, then I don't think that moment will ever come. Even today, while I was filming, I saw a lot of people pass by and look at me with the side eye, thinking probably that I am, how crazy am I to be talking probably to myself or a non-living thing in front of me. This is not really the case. I'm making conversation with you guys. I'm talking to you. It's not like I'm not talking to myself, right? Hence the reason why I asked you to give me your perspective of progress. Alright, so when I set up my previous shot, I laid down my camera, my backpack, and my mask to film the video, and after filming it, I noticed like my mask was nowhere nearby, and then I noticed like it flew all the way there. Oh. Oh. Guess I need a new mask now.